So I feel like you should take solace in the fact that like the thing that you miss is actually a part of yourself and the parts that you brought to the relationship, because he sounds like a piece of shit. So you're not missing him and what he brought to the relationship. You're missing you and what you brought to the relationship. The affection, the butterflies, the mushy gushy gooey goodness that's a part of you, not him, because that's not a lover boy, okay? It's not him that you're missing. It's you.
Dude, where are you? Pick up your phone. I'm going to a summer party tonight, and you're obviously invited, so call me back. Okay, I love you.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Emotionally Online. Oh my god, what's my intro? Oh my god, what is my fucking intro? the weekly slumber party for spilling guts and sharing secrets. Holy fuck. I'm gonna blame that on the fact that I'm sick right now, because there's no reason why I should have forgot that. It hasn't been that long since I've recorded an episode. But my God, we are back for season 4 of Emotionally Online, the weekly summer party for spilling guts and sharing secrets. And I have missed you guys so much. I also will say my second defense, me being sick, is defense number 1, excuse number 1. Excuse number 2 is that right before I started filming this, I kissed Mango on the head and I just put on lip gloss. So I was going like trying to get her fur off of my lips, and I just feel like I'm overstimulated, okay? There's fur on my lips because I kissed her, because I just can't help myself. I put on lip gloss and I do need to continue to smooch Mango on the head immediately. She comes and she sits this close to me, like I have to smooch her on the head. So those are my 2 excuses for forgetting my intro the second the camera starts rolling. That's crazy. Hi, guys. We're back. I'm here. I've missed you guys so much, but I had a nice couple weeks off to relax. I was home with my family for a little bit, and then I came home here for like less than a week, saw a couple great movies. Saw Baby Girl, which we already discussed on my main channel. Go check out the video I made over on youtube.com/Maddie Drossback if you want to hear more about that. Saw The Brutalist. Fucking crazy. So fucking good. And I also saw Nosferatu. Also really great. So many good movies all around. There's still so many that I need to watch in preparation for, and also in response to the Oscar nominations, which are coming out on Sunday. You know, all of like the whisperings of what could be nominated. I'm trying to watch as many of them as possible before the nominations come out, because this year I am trying to watch every movie that is nominated for an Oscar. Last year I only did Best Picture, which there's a lot of overlap. So I did end up watching the majority of movies that were nominated for Oscars last year. This year, I'm trying to watch all of them. In every category, I'm trying to watch every single movie that is nominated for an Oscar. So I'm trying to get ahead of the curve here and just watch as many movies that might be nominated as possible in preparation for the nominations that are coming out on Sunday. This is just my fun little hobby that I like to do. I like to give myself tasks. Like I need to do these things. Like I'm a college student. My task is to watch every single Oscar nominated movie. I just like having tasks, I guess. This is also how I feel about video games. It's why I like Toontown so much, because I have objectives and tasks. I have a to-do list in that game, okay? That's why I like it so much. That's also why I like Among Us. I just like tasks, bro. I like people telling me, here are your 10 things that you need to do. Go do them. And I say, absolutely. So I give myself tasks for fun. And this is just how I like to spend my time, I guess. So watching a lot of movies, having a lot of fun. And then I went on a mother-daughter trip with my mom, which is, I guess, now becoming an annual thing. Last year, my mom won a free cruise playing bingo. I know. I don't know how the luck that woman has is unexplainable. So that's why she and I went on a trip last year, because I have a weird flexible schedule and she's retired. So it was just like, okay, she won a free trip. So let's go. Let's do it. And we had so much fun that we planned another mother-daughter trip for this year. And because this all originated because of bingo was very highly integrated into these mother-daughter trips because my mom is convinced that she's going to win another free vacation playing bingo, which we do have insane bingo luck. This time it was me. And I was starting to get embarrassed of my bingo luck, to be honest, because these are not unpopulated games. Like, there are hella people that go to these bingo games, and I won 3 times. Like, it looked like I was colluding with the people running the thing, because how the fuck did I win bingo 3 times? One time it was 2 times within the same game. Like, we would sit down and do bingo and they'd do 3 rounds within like one sit down. So we'd do round 1 was regular bingo. Round 2 was 4 corner bingo. Round 3 was coverall bingo. And I won the regular bingo and the coverall bingo in the same sit down. Do you understand how embarrassing it was? Because when you're 1 away when you play bingo, for all my non-bingo heads out there, when you're 1 away from winning when you play bingo, they have you stand up so everyone knows you're only 1 away from winning. That game, when I won 2 in a row, I had also won the night before. So I stood up the first time and people were sitting there right next to me. They were like, she won last night. And I was like, I'm sorry, what can I say? I won last night and I'm 1 away from winning again. And then I ended up winning that regular bingo. The look on people's faces when I stood up during the coverall bingo, I felt like I had to apologize to people. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm about to win right now. I don't know how this is happening. The odds should not be in my favor. I was texting Ashley, Ellie, and Mika. I told them that I won twice. I'm like, that's crazy. 30 minutes later, I'm like, you guys are never going to fucking believe this, but I just won bingo for a 3rd time. I was actually embarrassed. I was like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry to everyone that I won bingo just now. So I won $600 playing bingo, which is crazy, and it shouldn't have happened. I was just so lucky. I was serving Lucky by Britney Spears. And listen, I don't promote gambling. Nobody gamble. Don't do it. Okay? Unless you're me, in which case maybe, because you're kind of lucky for some random reason. But don't go to bingo thinking you're going to win 3 times like I did, okay? You won't. You're going to lose bingo. And you're gonna make every old person in the joint feel bad about themselves, okay? So don't do it. Bingo's low-key so fun though. Like, to me, the cost to play bingo is actually totally worth it. The cost to play the game is so fun to me that it's like, I actually wouldn't care if I walked away with nothing, but it was nice that I did walk away with something. I love bingo, dude. What can I say? I also had kind of a wild interaction with a stranger on this trip. I was sitting at a bar drinking. My mom had gone back to our hotel room to do something, get ready, grab something. I don't know what she was doing. So I was sitting at the bar drinking one of my little frozen fun drinks. And this woman sits next to me and she starts talking to me about my hair. And she's like, oh, I love your hair. So vibrant, so fun. Like, I wish I could dye my hair fun colors, but I can't because of my job. And I was like, oh yeah, that's tough. I totally get it. It's so fun having purple hair though. So if you ever get an opportunity in your life to dye your hair a fun color, I totally highly recommend it. It's like the most fun thing ever. You know, she's asking me more questions, whatever, blah, blah. I wasn't going to ask her what she did for work. But then she tells me, she just like lets it rip. And she was like, yeah, I just, I can't dye my hair because I'm a healthcare CEO. And I think she saw the look on my face because I was like, you're a what? Girl, don't say that too loud. Like, you're going to end up off the boat in a second. It's like, I'm a healthcare CEO. And I think she saw the look on my face because she was quickly like, in the UK. I'm like, I don't know if that's better. But okay. I was like, that's a crazy thing to just be telling strangers right now. Don't tell me that. You keep that to yourself. I felt like that clip of Sarah Paulson. Don't talk to me about that. You keep that sick thought to yourself. I don't want to hear about your fucking job. I'm on vacation. I'm drinking a banana colada, okay? Leave me to be in peace. I don't want to hear about this. Leave me and my purple hair alone. There was a couple crazy people that I interacted with on this trip, though. And you know what? I'd like to talk to a specific group of people because there's one specific group of people that just annoy the fuck out of me. And I understand they mean well, but I actually just find them to be so annoying and like deeply irritating. The thing that annoys me is when strangers routinely come up to me to tell me that I am getting a sunburn or they're commenting on my sunburn when it's just my skin tone. I am just a red person, okay? I don't know how to tell you this. My body does not process heat well, okay? Let me explain this more because I understand that people are going to be like, oh, they mean well. They're just trying to help you. No. Listen to me. It bothers me so much because I am so diligent about putting on sunscreen because I burn so easily. I just shouldn't be in the fucking sun. There's zero reason for me to be in the sun. I burn so easily and my body does not tolerate heat well. Like I feel like I'm going to pass out the second it's above 70 degrees. I'm not fucking kidding. Me and heat do not go well together, but I am so diligent about applying my sunscreen because I have lived and I have learned, babe. I have gotten terrible sunburns in the past because I have gone places with friends and we've all applied sunscreen together. But then my friends and other people can get away with not applying as often as someone like I will, who is very pale, has very sensitive skin, burns very easily. I need to reapply frequently or I will end up burnt. There are other fair-skinned people who can get away with wearing less sunscreen, reapplying less than I do. I fucking can't. I have to reapply constantly. So I lived and I learned, okay? I lived and I learned that I could not treat sun protection the same way some of my friends do. And that I have to be very diligent about it. And really, I just shouldn't be in the sun at all whatsoever. So you'll never see me just hanging out in direct sunlight unless I'm like in a pool or somewhere where I can't have shade. Like if I'm just hanging out by a pool, I'm under an umbrella. At the beach, I'm under an umbrella. I don't just fuck around in the sun. Okay? I don't. Number 2 is that my mom is so on me about sunscreen because she has had skin cancer 3 times. So I'm aware. I'm so aware because also number 3 is that I have a worm inside my brain that panics and feeds more reasons for me to be anxious every 30 seconds to me. So don't worry. Between the worm that requires anxiety to be fully in my body 24/7, my mom who's on me 24/7, and me just being a grown adult who is on top of myself, I have it fucking covered. But here's what I will say. When I go outside and I am hot, I will look sunburnt. I will look red as hell, even when I am not sunburnt. Because when I am hot, my whole body gets red. And my friends that have gone to workout classes with me know this. When I bring friends with me to fucking Good Move and they see me after I've danced, my whole body is red. I don't process heat. Like when I get hot, when I get sweaty, when I'm in the sun, I turn red. I am not sunburnt. You give me 30 minutes in an air-conditioned room and you'll see my skin tone go back to fucking normal. But when I am hot, I will be red. So this is also why it's kind of difficult when I'm, on vacation or in the summer and people see me and they're like, oh, you look like you got a sunburn. You look like you got a sunburn. And meanwhile, it's like I'm not fucking sunburnt. I've been applying sunscreen every 20 minutes all fucking day. I'm just red because I'm hot. Can you fucking leave me alone? But the amount of strangers that came up to me and like tap me on the shoulder, like touching me to be like, oh, honey, it looks like you have a sunburn. Shut up. No, it's not a sunburn. I'm just fucking red. Trust me, I would know if it was a fucking sunburn. It's just actually irritating to me. It feels so like condescending to a certain point. Like when I was younger, I could understand it, but I'm like a full grown woman. Do you honest to God think I don't understand what's going on with my own body? Fuck you. Like, I get it. I get that this is such a non-issue and it's like, oh, they're trying to be helpful. I don't care. I'm just at my wit's end with it because I'm tired of people just assuming that I'm constantly sunburnt when really I'm just a red girl. I'm just a pink-skinned woman, okay? Sorry you've never met a bitch with rosacea before. Like, I can't help you. I'm half kidding. Like, it doesn't actually piss me off to the point of rage. Like, when it happens, I'm just like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you, though. I appreciate you caring. I appreciate you looking out. But there's still a voice in the back of my head that's like, ugh, that's so annoying. Like, I've got it under control. Don't fucking worry. Don't fucking worry. I have lived. I have learned. Ultimately, I'm just a red girl. I don't process heat. The second it's hot outside, I walk outside. I could be outside for 4 seconds. I'm telling you, I'm red. I didn't get sunburnt in 4 seconds. It's not a sunburn. I'm just fucking hot. Oh, to be someone who processes heat well. Oh, to be someone who has the capacity to enjoy heat. Okay? My love of winter, my love of being cold is not a preference it's not even a preference. I was not given a choice. This is what you don't understand. I was never given a choice to be a hot girl or a cold girl, okay? Hot bitch or an icy bitch. I was born this way, mama. I was not given a choice. They said, you are an icy bitch. That's take it or leave it. And I took it because there was no other option. All right? So that's my complaint of the week. But I get it. It's not a big deal. Okay, wait. Happy episode 100, you guys. What the fuck? Kicking the year off in the 100s of episodes? That's kind of crazy. I kind of love starting the year off like that. Like 100. Let's fucking go. So, in honor of hitting 100 episodes, we had to do something cuckoo, crazy, bonks. We had to launch something. 100 episodes? I think it's about time to do that thing that we've been talking about doing, which is, drum roll please, let's go. Let's get it fired up. Is everyone excited? A Patreon. Woo! The Patreon is here, you guys. It's happening. It's official, which means the group chat is also here and it's official. I'm also now going to be doing a podcast after show over on the Patreon. And on top of that, I'm also going to be doing other bonus videos. I recorded a card poll that's up on the Patreon now. I'll be doing monthly live streams. You'll get early access to events, merch drops, future trips. And on top of that, you will have my undying support, love, and gratitude forever and always. So if you love this show, if you're a fan of what I'm trying to do here and on my other social platforms, and you want to support me in a more direct way, the Patreon is going to be the best way to do that. Obviously, all of this is completely optional. No pressure whatsoever to join if you can only join for a short period of time. Whatever it is, just know that I am so grateful for your support both on the Patreon and on here in these comment sections. Your support means the absolute world to me. This is my dream job. I love it so much. I'm just eager to find more ways to deliver content to you guys, to connect in more meaningful ways, and to create more like safer locked down spaces, and you guys can connect with each other and we can chat and goss and all of that. So the Patreon, the group chat, all of that is going to be linked in the description down below if you'd like to join us. I think it's going to be super fun. And also, I made an Instagram for the community initiatives that I'm going to be taking. It's called Lovergirls HQ. That's the @ over on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be posting any and all community activations, events that we're going to be doing. I'm going to start planning some community events here in New York City, but I'm also going to be doing some virtual ones. Some will be Patreon exclusives. Others will be open to everyone. Regardless, I'm going to be posting about any and all like events, specific ways that we can connect with each other on that Instagram. So if you want to be up to date, whether you are a patron or not, be sure to follow Lovergirls HQ over on Instagram, because that will be the hub for the Lovergirls. Lovergirls HQ, exactly what we're talking about. That's the headquarters. That's where everything is. Those are where the events will be posted. Community is my word of the year, my vibe of the year. So that's 100% my focus. And I'm just so excited to get started here. So the Patreon is live. If you want to join us, I would love to have you. And if you can't join us, I love you just as much. So don't worry about it. And be sure to follow Lover Girls HQ because there's going to be many opportunities for us to connect both on and off of the Patreon. But if you want to join us in the group chat and you want to stay tuned for the after show, that's going to be over on Patreon after this. Okay? Love it. Oh, I'm so excited. When was the last time that you needed to go to the doctor's office, but you just kept pushing it off? I'm just too busy. It'll heal on its own. I don't know what doctor to go to. That was me after I stopped going to my old dermatologist after I sufficiently embarrassed myself, which you guys know the whole story on that. I couldn't go back there, okay? And between leaving that dermatologist practice and finding a new one, I absolutely put that off for way longer than I should have. Regardless of what your reason for putting it off may be, the truth is that we've all been there at some point, and we don't need to continue to be there. Because thanks to ZocDoc, there is no reason to delay because they make it so easy to find a new doctor that is going to be a perfect fit for you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. It is all done right on the website, no phone calls needed, which is awesome. If you're someone that hates talking on the phone, Gen Z, I'm looking at you. From mental health to dental health, primary care, urgent care, dermatology, whatever it may be, they have doctors who will take your insurance, are located nearby, and are highly rated by verified patients in your area. Also worth noting that appointments made through ZocDoc typically happen fast. So we're talking like 24 to 72 hour turnarounds. So you can even score same day appointments. I have personally used ZocDoc to find doctors for me in my area, and I highly recommend it to any of you guys as well. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments. Just go to ZocDoc.com/emotionally online to find and instantly book a top rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/emotionally online. ZocDoc.com/emotionally online. You know, as there are most New Year's, there's been an influx of really terrible body image content online. I've seen a lot of it. A lot of it has appeared on my feeds. I've been seeing more and more of it just in general. I think we all have. But I think especially around the new year, there's just like such an influx and, you know, new year, new me. Do this, change your whole body, change your whole appearance. The way that you look now is bad and it's not good. And, I've also been witnessing an influx of people using the word fat as a negative word again instead of a neutral descriptor, which I don't love. And I'm going to start calling people on it because I'm actually sick of it. I'm sick of it. You know that trend that people have been doing, which I'm not saying that everyone who's done the trend has done this, but a lot of people that have done this trend, I have seen them do this. You know that trend where people are posting a photo of themselves and then you swipe to the next one. They're like, I bet you didn't notice this, right? Like a lot of the trend was people being like, oh, I bet you didn't notice my ear was poking out through the side of my hair. I bet you didn't notice my clothes were bunched up weird on this side of my body. Like some of it was quite innocent and just like showing how we nitpick like photos of ourselves. We take like 100 photos of ourselves and then we post one, and there was all of these ones that weren't great, but the truth is that like they weren't great to us for reasons that other people never would have noticed, and we're just being hypercritical to ourselves. That's like the point of the trend. But there were some people that used choice words when doing their little slideshows, and they'd show a photo of themselves and then they'd swipe and be like, I bet you didn't think I looked fat in that photo. I'm like, excuse me? Insinuating that they thought they looked fat in that photo and that's why they didn't post it. I bet you didn't think I looked fat in that photo. Let's take a pause here for a second, people. What would be so bad about being fat in that photo? Riddle me this. Why would that be the worst thing? You guys have got to stop using the word fat as a negative word. And every time I see stuff like that, I'm always like, are we not past this? Do we not know better than to talk about fatness like this at this point? To talk about it like it's this like worst fear. One of your worst fears is someone perceiving you like that. You perceiving yourself like that. Would it be so terrible? Would it be the worst thing if you were? If the photo was? Like, what are we doing? First of all, you can just miss me with the whole conversation of like feeling fat, thin people feeling like they're fat. Fat is not a feeling. It's a neutral descriptor. You can't feel fat. You can't have a fat day. You can't look fat in a photo if you aren't actually fat in real life. And again, fat isn't a bad word. It's a neutral descriptor. So it is irritating to me when people do these trends under the guise of like body positivity and trying to be like, see, we're all more beautiful than we think we are. I didn't look fat. I'm beautiful. Like, it's the you're not fat, you're beautiful of it all. And it's like, no, babe, I'm fat and I'm beautiful. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I need you guys to really think about the words that you're using, because it is routinely irritating that these like seemingly body positive trends get absolutely bulldozed by fat phobia. And it's like, if the content that you're posting, if the body positive content that you're posting is mean to fat people, it's not body positive content. You're just eating your own ass, to be honest. I just think that maybe we need a little reminder, a gentle reminder, to be cautious of the words you're using, because your fat friends notice when you use the word fat in a negative way like that. When you position fatness, the possibility that someone could perceive you as fat as being a negative thing, when you use the word fat as an antonym to the word beautiful, your fat friends notice when you do that. And it's hurtful and it sucks. And I think it's behavior that we need to be reminded we have already left in the past. Okay? It's not coming back. Not in this corner of the internet. It's not. We're leaving it there. Okay? I am all for people being like, hey, we should be less critical of ourselves, because all of these photos that I didn't post because I was nitpicking this part of myself and this part of myself and this part of myself, but I look beautiful in all of these pictures and you didn't even notice the things I was nitpicking. I like the message. Let's not be fat phobic in our delivery of that message, though. It's really easy to not do it. You know, it's really easy to not be like, I bet you didn't think I looked fat. Stop using that word in a negative way. Stop it. It's just lame. And I don't like that it's being normalized again. And I think especially this time of year when so much like change your whole entire life, change your whole entire body stuff is being shoved down your throats. And like, I am all for people making New Year's resolutions to be healthier, to eat more colorful meals, to be more active, incorporate more joyful movement. It is so awesome to work on your routines and to try to build better ones that are kinder to yourself, to drink less, to smoke less, whatever it is. I think these are all awesome initiatives that people want to take around the new year. And I don't think it's a bad thing to let yourself be inspired by the fact that it's a new year and it's a fresh start. What I'm not about is body shame in any regard. And also, did you notice all of the things I just listed? None of them had anything to do with appearance. Eating more colorful meals, incorporating more joyful movement, drinking less, smoking less, whatever it is. None of these things involve appearance, right? I think it's awesome to focus on your health and to want to live a healthier lifestyle. Also, like, what health is looks different on everyone. There's no one body image or one body type that is like the pinnacle of health. There's plenty of unhealthy thin people. There's plenty of healthy fat people. So I just am sort of over the like using fat as a bad word. It's a neutral descriptor of a body type. Whatever your goals are for the new year, I encourage you to talk about them using kind words towards yourself and your current body. Your body is your own. You can make your own choices. I just encourage you to be mindful of the words that you use when you talk about all of it. Because I think it's wrong to hurt other people in pursuit of, your own self-acceptance, however that is. I just think that everyone is struggling this time of year, and it's already so difficult with the transform your whole body and life media that's pushed down your throat. We don't need to be making it harder for each other. I think we can talk about our goals. We can talk about our health journeys without shitting on our current bodies or shaming other people who look like our current bodies, without making people that are in bigger bodies to us feel shitty about themselves for no fucking reason. Regardless of what journey you're on, understand that there are other people that are not on your fucking journey and don't want to be shit on in the process. I don't believe that we should be making other people feel worse in pursuit of our own self-acceptance. I hope everyone makes their own choices, sets their own goals. I hope they're all goals that are kind to you. I hope they are all goals that you feel truly joyful about working towards and not like you are being forced to. Ultimately, you make your own choices, you make your own decisions. I just hope that you are taking care of yourself and you're also not being nasty to other people in the process of that. So, yeah, I don't know. That's been weighing on me. I've just been thinking about it a lot, and I definitely do find myself being more critical of myself this time of year. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that to anyone else out there that is struggling with the influx of weird hypercritical body content and the resurgence of people using the word fat in a negative way very casually. If you're also struggling with that, you are not alone. I'm right there with you, and I'm going to affirm to you that it is very weird to talk about bodies that way, to demonize one body type. It's very strange. It's very bizarre that they talk about bodies that way. You're not crazy for having a reaction to it. And yeah, generally I think that we should be calling people out for contributing to the hierarchy of body types. It's just lame. And no matter what you look like or what your health is, you should be respected. You're beautiful and gorgeous right now as you are today. And if you want to bring more joyful movement into your life, if you want to learn more about how to cook healthy, balanced meals for yourself, I think those are wonderful initiatives to take. I just hope that if you choose to take them, that you make sure that you are really prioritizing your mental health on that journey as well. In honor of hitting 100 episodes of the podcast, Ashley, this fucking angel of a woman, my best friend, literally I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve her. It's actually fucking crazy. But in honor of hitting 100 podcast episodes, Ashley reached out to damn near everyone I know and had them all send in video clips of them congratulating me and just saying nice things about me. And Ashley compiled them all into a video and showed them to me. And when I tell you the tears that streamed down my face as I watched that video, Ashley is just the best woman I know. I actually can't say enough good things about her. I actually I will never get tired of talking about how much I love my best friend. I love her so much, and she makes me feel so seen and so appreciated and so loved and so remembered. She is just the best. I feel so loved by her. And she put together this video of so many people in my life. I was actually so impressed with the amount of people she got to send in a video, because it was such a busy time of year also. And so to get that many people to send in a video being congratulations on this milestone. We love you. And, here are some things we love about you, is just so special. And there were some people that I haven't caught up with in a little while in the video that I was just like, I extra cried during those people because I was like, that was so nice. And I love you. And oh my God, I miss you. And here you are in this video. Oh, like there's something so beautiful to me about like the ebbs and flows of friendship and connection and how you can connect with someone and then, you know, you're not in the same place, you're not in the same city, you go months without speaking to each other. And there's still such like a strong bond and connection and love there. Oh, that's just so special to me. And like, I hope that my friends know, all of my friends, the ones that I'm, you know, in regular contact with and those that were on, you know, a longer cadence in between talking and hanging out and whatever, for whatever reason, distance, you know, busyness, whatever. I just hope that everyone in my life knows how much I fucking love them and would do anything for them. And no matter the amount of like time and space between us, I will always love you and appreciate you. And I just, it's just so awesome. Friendship is fucking awesome. And I was just so touched by it. So fucking touched by it. All of these people, some of these people that have known me since I was like a little kid, you know, some of the people in that video I've been friends with my whole life. You know, my earliest memories with them are at fucking Girl Scouts when we were 7 years old. You know, it's memories of us playing together in my backyard, building forts in each other's basements, transcribing an entire episode of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody so that we could perform it ourselves, creating a curtain that could be opened and closed using a tarp and a computer mouse. Never forget that. Like these people that I knew when I was a little girl, who I still love so deeply, and I'm so lucky to get to be friends with still to this day and be in community with them. And it's just so special to be so seen and so known by someone else. And also, you know, there are some people in the video that I've known for so long, and there's some people that were in the video that I've only met the past couple years, and it's so special to me to like get older and meet new people and just be reminded of how abundant friendship is and how awesome it is to know that like new friends and new connections are always right around the corner. And how amazing is that we just get to meet besties for the rest of our lives. And we can meet people that we feel like we've known forever when really we've only known them for a handful of years. To feel so seen and so known by someone that really hasn't known you forever, that's also so special. To go through different phases of life with all these different people, some closer now than they were then, some closer than they are now, whatever it is. It's so special to just have like a real community of people around you that support you and that know you and see you and love you. And I felt so like wrapped up when Ashley presented me with the video. And obviously loving her for putting the whole thing together. But yeah, to all of my friends that were in the video, if you're listening to this episode and I haven't reached out to you directly yet, know that it's coming, because I have to reach out to everyone that was in that video individually and say something, but I have so many words for each of you that's just going to take me a minute. But know that I was so touched by it, and it really meant a lot to me that you submitted to Ash and you contributed to this beautiful, wonderful, kind message. Yeah, I'm just like in deep admiration of my friends. And sometimes I'll have these moments where I'm like, my friends are so brilliant and so smart and so kind, and I'll have moments sometimes, especially this, because this is something that I struggle with. I have a lot of social anxiety, so sometimes I'll like be in a social setting with my friends and I'll just be like in observation of them because they just excel at it, and I'll be watching them and how like extroverted and social and charismatic they are. And listen, I excel in other kinds of social situations. I'm a one-on-one girl. I'm a small group girl. Um, I think that, there's a time and place for me as well. I'm not here to shit on myself, but sometimes I'll just be in observation of my friends when they're like really fucking killing it and they're doing things that I just could never do. And they are, just brilliant, smart, kind, curious, thoughtful, charismatic, brilliant people. And the moments that I just get to be in observation of them, sometimes I will genuinely look around and be like, what did I do to deserve you? And sometimes I'll get a little hard on myself and I'll be like, I don't know, I'll get emotional. I'll be like, why did they pick me as their friend? The way I look at them and I'm like, you are just so magnificent in every single way. Why did they pick me? Like, could I be as magnificent as they are? Could I be as brilliant as they are? And I will have these moments where I'm like, all of these people around me are so fucking incredible. What does that mean about me? Like, am I also really cool? Like, I feel like sometimes when I'm having harder confidence days, being friends with so many amazing people is honestly the best confidence boost, because I'm like, logically, I have to be doing something right. Like, to be surrounded by so many beautiful, brilliant, smart, amazing, curious, kind, thoughtful people, to be surrounded by them and loved by them and supported and upheld by them, like, I look at them and I love them so much, and I just feel like so truly honored to be loved by them that it's like a major confidence boost to me, because I'm like, they picked me to be their friend as much as I'm picking them to be mine. And if I can look at them and list off all of these hundreds of reasons why I love them and why I admire them and why I want to be their friend, I know that they can list off the same for me. And that's so awesome and so special. And it's a nice reminder, even on my hard days, to know that, like, I am as great as the company that I keep. And I know so clearly how great they are. There is not a day that goes by where I am not reminded deep in the well of my soul of how amazing my friends are. Oh, and how lucky are we? How lucky are we, you guys? Oh my goodness. It's a nice reminder. Friendship is always around the corner. New people are always around the corner. And good friendship is everywhere. Good friends are everywhere. And I'm so lucky to have mine. Let's hit some audience submissions, shall we? I'm actually going to read one. The first one that I'm going to read is actually one that did not come from the submission box. It came from my Instagram DMs, which normally I would never pick something from my Instagram DMs because I usually won't see it. But I saw this one this morning and I just needed to talk about it. So here it is. I've been dating this guy for 2 years and recently found out through another girlie that he cheated on me for the first 3 months. Had a whole other relationship where he was saying rest of my life to both of us while telling us both that we were exclusive. He slept with both of us unprotected. When I confronted him, he said he wanted to bury it because he was ashamed. He said he was a bad guy in the beginning and he's changed after experiencing love with me. After those first 3 months of being together, he broke up with me to be with her, but told me we're just too different, don't think there's anyone else because there's not. And then she broke up with him and he came back to me. He said she was the easier choice and he realized that after a few weeks with her, but I can't help but feel as though he chose her. In the last line of your message, you say you can't help but feel as if he chose her. So my question for you is, why are we letting him choose? Why are we letting him choose? Why does he have the choice and why do you not have the choice? I am so sorry that someone who claimed to love you did that to you, and I'm extra sorry that you didn't find out about it until just now. I am really bothered by shit like this, which I'm sure all of you guys know by now. I am really bothered by shit like this, and I'm especially bothered when cheaters get caught and then their explanation and justification for what they did is to be like, well, I was crazy back then, but I've been like enlightened by your love. I'm different now because of our love. Don't punish me for this. Don't give this up. I'm different now because of this. And it's almost like putting extra pressure on you to forgive them for it, or to be like, this really is in the past. Also, this story of like, he dumped you at the end of those 3 months to go be with the other girl, lied to you, told you there wasn't another girl. Then when the other girl rejected him, he came back to you. All the while, you're completely in the dark about this until now. And then when he gets caught out, the story there is that she was the easy one. She was the easy option. It was never her. Fuck that bitch. It was always you. Huh? I don't know about you, but I'm not liking that story. I'm not liking that. I think that, I don't know, when I hear stories like this, I just always have to be like, is this what your younger self thought love would look like? Did your younger self dream of, being with someone that would cheat on you for the first 3 months of your relationship and then decide they were just never going to fucking tell you about it? To just bury it and be like, I never did that. Like, in my heart of hearts, I think if someone's capable of doing that, I'm scared of what else they might be capable of. I believe that people can change, but I believe that people need time and space in order to actually embody that change. And also, I don't feel like the people that they have wronged, the people they were cheating on, ever need to be a part of that change. I hope you change, but it's not going to be with me. Like, I don't think that you are required to buy that anything is different now. And I don't think you have to push it to the side and ignore your hurt and your pain. And I get how it's so extra hard because you're learning about it now, and this happened, over a year ago at this point. I get what you're saying. Like, I can't help but feel like he chose her, because he did. And then she rejected him and he came to you. But I don't really give a fuck about what this man chose then or what he ended up choosing. What would you choose? Do you want to be with someone who could do this to you? Who could do that to you, treat you like that, so fucking disrespectfully, and then just swallow it, never admit to it, and then when it finally comes out, to give you this story of like, it was always you, I always knew it was you, I was changed by your love? That story just feels emotionally manipulative to me. To be like, I was crazy and I did crazy things because she was wrong for me and you're right and our love is so, like, I personally hate that story and I don't buy it, and I find it emotionally manipulative to the highest degree, actually. I don't give a fuck about what he chose then or what he thinks he's choosing now. What do you choose? It's not about him. What do you choose? What kind of person do you want to be with? And is this the kind of person that you want to be with? It's not about anyone besides you.
Hello from editing me, popping in to say one additional note, because I forgot to say this in the midst of everything else, but the part about him having unprotected sex with both of you, that is violence. That is not love. That is not how you treat people that you claim to love. That is violent, and that is deeply, deeply fucked up. To have unprotected sex with two people while they both are under the impression that you're only having sex with each other. I don't fuck with people who do not take other people's sexual health seriously. That is fucked up. And I personally wouldn't fuck with someone who's capable of doing that to someone else. I think it's diabolical.
When you think about your younger self and the kind of love you dreamt of and yearned for as a child, is it this? Would someone that loves you do that? I have very strong opinions on cheating because I've seen very intimately how it can impact people emotionally. And also I've been the other woman unknowingly before, and it crushed me. And simultaneously, while holding strong opinions about cheating, I also believe that people can change and that people can genuinely be different. I just don't think that you should stick around to see whether or not that's the truth. You know, I hope that their friends can help them work through that they go to therapy and work through that, and maybe they can be totally different for someone else in the future. I don't believe that anybody who has been cheated on should be made to feel like they have to stay. I think if you have been cheated on, no matter when it happened or when you find out about it, I think you always should feel like you are the one that has the choice. It's not about him and who he chose then or who he's choosing now. It's about you. What do you choose? Do you choose to stay with someone like this, or would you rather walk away? And I hope you just feel like you have the choice there. You have the power to choose at any point that this is not the person that you want to be with. Take back that power. It is yours. I'm so sorry this happened to you. It is totally wrong, completely disrespectful, and just know that my heart is with you. This shit is hard, but I hope you know that you have the choice here. And you do not have to forgive him for this. Hey girl, I need your advice on something. I broke up with my now ex-boyfriend about a year ago. We broke up after I found out he was seeing another woman, his brother's ex-fiance, and telling her and others that I was no longer a part of his life anymore. He also had many anger and addiction issues, which also led to this breakup. We had only been going out for about 6 months at this time, but I was already so obsessed and in love with him despite these flaws. This was extremely heartbreaking for me. I was very unwell the first couple months following the breakup, but I still kept in contact with him. I even met him for coffee about 2 months later and considered getting back together with Sir McDoucheface. With the help of my friends and family, I eventually came to my senses, stopped communicating with him, and realized that I deserved better. Thank God. Even though it has been a year now and I'm in a much better place, I still think about him way more often than I would like. He often comes into my dreams, leaving me with a panic attack or sadness when I wake up in the mornings. I'll sometimes go back to old photos or letters he wrote me. Sometimes I'll listen to the voicemails he sent me. I'm not sure if it's because subconsciously I still miss him or if I just miss the experience of being in love. Regardless, I sometimes wish I could forget about him altogether. What has, in your experience, helped you move on from past relationships? I do understand that we will always remember those people we used to love, but I do not want his memory to interfere with giving someone else my full love. I think what we need to remember here is you're not actually missing him. You're not actually missing the relationship or how he treated you or the specifics of what you guys had. You're missing something that you still have because it's a part of yourself. It is so much fun to be in love or actually in love, to have a crush, to go on dates, to have sleepovers, to hook up, to write little love notes, to do all these little things together. It is so fun to indulge in that side of yourself, to have butterflies from someone else. That's so much fun. I miss it too. God damn. But the beautiful thing is that is a part of you. That's not something that's exclusive to them in that relationship. That is a part of yourself that you always have access to. I totally understand missing the version of yourself that comes out when you are enamored with someone. I totally understand missing the excitement of seeing someone, the excitement of connecting, the excitement of getting to spill your guts and be mushy gushy and affectionate and all of these things with someone. They're awesome. Those are awesome experiences. That's why you miss it. It really has less to do with them and more to do with what kind of lover you are and what a joy it is to get to experience those emotions. So I feel like you should take solace in the fact that the thing that you miss is actually a part of yourself and the parts that you brought to the relationship, because he sounds like a piece of shit. So you're not missing him. and what he brought to the relationship. You're missing you and what you brought to the relationship. The affection, the butterflies, the mushy gushy gooey goodness that's a part of you, not him, because that's not a lover boy, okay? It's not him that you're missing. It's you. And it's a part of your heart that you still have and still very much exists. And I totally understand this, like, when you're in between this, like, limbo area where you're, like, over someone and, like, enough time has passed that you're like, okay, well, I actually don't want him and I know that I don't want him, but there's no one else. So sometimes I'll have these dreams where I, like, involuntarily will just, like, place his head onto, like, this version of my partner in my dreams, when really he's not there because I want him to be there. He's there because I just can't picture anyone else, because there's no one else that's, you know, coming close to filling that. The last person that I had feelings for like that was him. So naturally, here he is popping into my dreams whether or not I want him to be there. I totally get that. I think I often felt this way after the end of the first guy that I dated in New York, Matt. The demon. He was a demon. I wouldn't wish him on my worst enemy. He was terrible to me. He was so terrible. And at the time, I really thought that I loved him. I look back now. I did not. That is not what love is. I have known much deeper feelings for other people, much better connections with people after him, but he was like my first everything. And I had like such a crush on him. And in like the aftermath of him, when I was dating new people, I was always just like, you know, I just didn't have a crush on them the same way I had a crush on him. Like, I was enamored with that man. I was in it with him, okay? Whether or not he deserved it is out of the fucking question. I had so much fun having a crush on him. I had so much fun experiencing that side of myself, especially because it was like the first time I was really experiencing that side of myself. And it was awesome. Would I ever relive it with him? Fuck no. Fuck no. Because now I know that I can experience those feelings, that romantic butterfly goodness, with other people that actually make me feel safer than he did and more loved in return than he did. The thing that I missed was the giddiness and excitement and romanticism that I felt, but it had nothing to do with him and everything to do with me. But it was hard in like the you know, years that followed, because I didn't like any other people the way that I liked him. I was going on dates, I was hooking up with people, but none of them were him. Regardless of if he deserved that, you know? Like, I didn't like anybody else the way that I liked him. Until one day I did. Until one day I did meet someone that I liked as much as I liked him. And he was a lot nicer to me. And then things were different. But I totally relate to you in the sense that, like, there was this in the middle period for me where I was like, did I love him? Like, was that love? Is that why I like just not feeling it for other people like that? Why it's so hard? Like, will I ever be excited by something the way I was excited by him? I mean, sexually especially, that was a question for me. Because it was just different. And it took a couple years. But I moved on. And I met someone else. And I realized that he wasn't all that great in the first place. And this guy absolutely isn't all that great. It's like the similar thing. Like, really, very similar thing to this Matt, the fucking guy that I was seeing when I moved to New York for the first time. 10 years ago. That's crazy. A decade ago. That's crazy. I feel fucking old when I remember shit like that. Like, the fact that I'm, like, recounting stories that happened a decade ago. That's crazy. I've been like a whole person for a decade. That's insane. I can't even think about that. So anyways, remember two things. Number one, the thing that you're missing and longing for and remembering so fondly is not him, it's you. And that is still very much a part of you, and it's a part of your heart, the way that your heart loves, that is always going to be attributed to you. It's about you. It's not about him. And number 2 is just that, like, we can't force or predict when these like profound relationships are going to come into our lives, when we end up meeting the people that like really stick with us, the ones that we have really intense feelings for, the ones that sort of change us and alter us. But know that it will come again, and that you will meet someone else that you feel super connected to. And this next person that lights your heart up to this same degree is going to be someone that allows you to feel so much more safe and truly loved and taken care of in return. Like, I think that sometimes all you can do is sort of let time do its thing. And eventually, you know, you'll have another great love, and this one will actually be love. But I'm glad you got out of that, because he sounds like the worst. All right, I'm gonna throw it on over to the after show over on Patreon. So if you want to keep chatting, keep hanging, come on over to the Patreon and listen to what I have to say. I have to talk about the I have some things to say about those men. So if you're in the mood to hear me speak about the maybe head on over to the post show over on Patreon. I'm going to leave some helpful donation links down in the description of this video in reference to the wildfires happening out in California. 2 of my siblings and a bunch of my friends live in LA, and it is just so heartbreaking and scary, everything that's going on right now. So if you have the means to donate and support, please, I encourage doing that. So thank you guys so much for being here. Happy to be back. Happy to crack into the hundreds of episodes here in season goddamn 4 of Emotionally Online. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.